Alright, boys and girls. Today I'm going to be giving you an out-of-character lesson on map navigation and land navigation. Most importantly, what I'll be covering here today is reading grids. There's been a lot of confusion recently about, where exactly a grid is, how people read it, because people read it different ways. But I'll teach you exactly my military experience of how a grid is read. The simplest way to remember it, at least for me, it was before it, just came into memory, was right and up. And that's right, down here at the bottom, and up. Go up this way if you like, but most military maps, they only have a designation like kind of on the left and right. At least that's where the counting starts. For here, for some reason, they go top to bottom. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at a military map, so quote me if I'm wrong, but this is how I do it, and this is how I expect you all to do it, so there's no confusion as, oh, do I read the top first, the bottom first, the left or right? No, because these are the same two grids up here, and these are the same two grids over here, but for all intents and purposes, you're only going to read this side and this side. Now, you always start with the bottom grid first. Those are always your first digits. Then you go to your side grid. I read the left side. If you want to read the right side, you can, but because you got all this bullshit right here, it's a lot easier to read this side. So, for instance, the grid to this housing, this 100 meters square block is 083 right here, 098. That's 083 098. That would be for this little housing. Let's do a more popular landmark. The trade post, which sits approximately right here. 053 097. 053 097. Now, occasionally, not all the time, because most of the time you get 100 meters, you're going to spot something. But occasionally you're going to be asked for an 8-digit grid. Or you may hear an 8-digit grid being read. An 8-digit grid gives you a 10-meter block. So imagine this 100-meter square divided into 10 little sections going this way and 10 little sections going up. That's kind of why we got this cool little cursor right here, so you can kind of figure that out. So, for instance, let me give you a more precise grid. Let's do the grid to this tower right here, just to the south of the TP. This is approximately 0527 1006. 0527, that's right here, 1006. It's not completely halfway. It's about in the 6 range. And that will give you that 10-meter box that's about right here where this radio tower is. We'll do another one. Let's go over on the East Coast. Let's do this gas station right here. Pretty big landmark. 1339. So again, I'm coming down here. You can even use the line if you want to match up where exactly. 0875. 1339. 0875. See, I'm using these two lines just coming straight across right here at this little point. Pretty simple. I'll never ask for you guys to give me an 8-digit grid in a firefight. But from my senior experienced members who know how to do it, I occasionally will, if they can provide it to me. For instance, we were recently in a firefight in this zone right here. I could have easily gotten an 8-digit grid as to this guy's right here, this guy's right here. Easy. From anyone who knows how to give an 8-digit grid. But I was just giving the location of the yaw here, but not. That's besides the point. Now, for navigation itself, notice how the compass open on your map gives you this little direction. That is the direction you're facing on the map. So if I exit my map, I hold out my compass, open my map back up, I'm facing west now on the map. Exit my map, hold out my compass, I'm going to look north. Now I'm facing north on the map as well. These little lines are used to give direct directions, like well, I can't read that right now. I could use some glasses, or maybe because my camera's busted up. 260, 240, 250, etc.